Hello guys, so for this time I will describe a little bit about KTP-OCR, but for now it using RA. RA means regular expression. So I will maximize the performance of KTP-OCR using RA or regular expression. So yes, we just jump to the code. So first of all, I will import my drive as usual and then install PyTest Okay, and then this code, it doesn't mean anything because we won't use it. If you want this explanation, this code is just like if you have a file with dot file dot py and it has some code in it, and you want to use the code, you just have to write down the path and then use exclamation mark cat to use the code inside it, so you don't have to copy paste the code to use it. Okay, and then if you have a lot of file that you want to use, you just use import scs and then scs.path.fn, the file that you want. It will be, yeah, it will, you can use a lot of file, as much as file as you can in the folder that you find here. If you want a lot use if you want to use a lot of file .py. Okay, we just jump to code. I'm using class here, so it will get easier to use it. And then okay, and then as usual we import cv2 and then import json. Sorry, it doesn't know. Okay, and then import array because we will use array. This is one part of this section, and then we will import numpy as np, and then import that is and we have been installed, and then import matplotlib.pyplot as plt, and then inform till import image. Okay, we just got jump to class KTP-OCR. First of all, dive init, we just got to import image. Okay, first of all, read the image first that we have been using path, and then change it to gray using CP2 the CPT color BGR to gray, and then change the threshold as you want, and then self that result equals KTP information, so we'll use this to extract it, and then start the master process. So just jump to the master process, and then row underscore text equals self dot process of image. So it change some text and then self dot extract. Okay, so I will explain about the process, the definition of process, and then just import this image, and then process text PyTest dot image to string. It means that we change the image into text as usual. Okay, and then the word number converter, it is like sometimes in KTP there, not sometimes in KTP there's some integer, not a string, so a number I mean, but sometimes the PyTest created uh, uh, a number into some letters, so we got just like L equals 1, and then mini L equals 1, and O equals 0, small o equals 0, question mark equals 7, and many others. It's like this. So and then if you want to see the example like this, So I already make function to make the image bigger. Here's the function with some something. Okay, here's the result like this. Uh, there was 348711 and the other things. So in a key there's number here. Sometimes it reads like E means A, sometimes L, or 0 means O, and the other things, or 9 means G. So yep, it's the same change some in a key if the bytes are wrong at it. And then so we just jump to the definition extract. So we extract the result. So this is the main part, and then print the result of C, and then forward in extract the result the split, and then it's mean you have to get a new tab in this code. It just means like that, and then where equals self dot punctual removal. It means every word that we have detected, we delete some symbol over here. So there's symbol like here, like over here. So we delete symbol because it doesn't need in KTP, but like dot and some symbol we need it, so it doesn't. There's no dot in here and the other things that we do. We doesn't have to delete it. Okay, and then first of all, if any key in works, so after Pascal queried all of the text on KTP and then extracted the text, and then there's a lot of line in there, so we just need to search it, like where's the NA key, and then if you got an NA key, we just jump to this code, and then word equals word the split. It just like split the text into an array like this. I want to see uh, then or dot word dot split. Let's go with to so it will like this the result with the comma here one because we divide it by it, and then okay, key support number comparable, and then we just find it substitute letter k word to number converter. We change that if there is a letter in it, because we just need the any key just it's just divided by number. Okay, just that's it. You get the result here, and then if number in word, we just need to search the number in word where it was as usual. We display it with this, and then we find the last one of that words. So because in here, so we just jump to the golongan. I will describe some of this, not all of it, in the function, and then we jump to golongan like this. Golongan versus golongan. Oh, because it was the same line, like jenis kelamin, and then the golongan. So we just need one condition to read it. So if this golongan not jenis kelamin or the other else, and then split it as usual, and then because we split it, there was three part jenis kelamin laki-laki golongan darah in O. Okay, and then sub result that jenis kelamin, we just searched that there was laki-laki or perempuan in that words, that sentence, and then find it, and then for the golongan darah we search O, A, B, or 0, because sometimes O means 0, so we change it if there's an O. Okay, and then like, and the other else is maybe like alamat, suburbs of the alamat area sub dot RA. So it's just use regular expression, and this is of all this in the regular expression, the sub. So for these words, it just delete the front words like this one, tempat tanggal lahir, tempat tanggal lahir. Oh, I'm sorry, the alamat. We just delete the alamat and then write down the last of it. Yep, this one. Select it, and then like airway, if airway and words, so we just like the front words first, and then I make some conditions so it will get the best result, and then I take the last three of the result plus 3 digit of number. Okay, because sometimes it with 4 digit like this, 1001 and 01, 1024, because this direct one was the last of it. Okay, just that's it. So you can see the result here. Like any key, I already imported to JSON, and then any key dot nama Rianto SA tempat tanggal lahir Kurobong, and then maybe we can copy this so you can see the difference. Okay. If we just use Petasora, not using error, you will get like NEK34 and the other errors, and then nama Rianto SA gets right, and then Gerobongan, and then tanggal lahir for here to okay, and then jenis kelamin laki-laki, it's right, and then the golongan darah it equals 0, but I will change it to O, and then the alamat every Thomas D3, and then okay, there's alamat, and then the RT is write down as 0110 and 0024, should be 000 and 024, is it right? Okay, that's right. 000, and for the RW is 024, and then kelurahan atau desa Wedomar Tani, that's it right. There is there's symbol over here, so we delete it with use of functional removal, and then Kecamatan Gemplak, agama Islam, status perkawinan kawin, and then pekerjaan pedagang, and then berlaku hingga seumur hidup, because it was old KTP, there was a date in here for KTP. For now, all KTP it's right down seumur hidup in their KTP. So this was in the seumur hidup. Okay, I think that's all for my video. Sorry if I got some wrong words or bad attitude. I think that's all. Thank you.